What do you think this report reveals about Satya Nadella and the work that he's done so far?
Well, I think that Satya's off to a very good start, and a big part of it is that he is having the company think more outside in and listening to what customers want, and also being much more open to the ecosystem. And, that's showing up more in cloud than it necessarily is in PC sales. I think they're fortunate in terms of the secular trend on the PC sales, but you're seeing it across a number of areas of their business. And I would note, actually, that on the application side, the Office 365 numbers are very impressive.
Would you agree, Corey? Is Satya off to a great start?
A lot of the numbers look really good, including some things that were troubled. The gross margins in the phone business, for example, got a little bit better when you think that that's a business that could never get any better. But he's got a lot to deal with, wrestling with this acquisition of Nokia, maybe chief among them, but also just changing the culture at Microsoft to be more collaborative. It's interesting that the messaging about product from Microsoft, and we saw that in the conference call today, was so much about collaboration and collaborative software and software that can help you get things done, which of course is the knock on people working at Microsoft, is that they don't collaborate enough. So he's really thinking about how that works internally just as much as he is externally.
Let's talk a little bit about collaboration. Obviously, this is a company, Matt, that has grown so much over the years, yet there was recently this big round of layoffs. How is morale? How is culture at Microsoft? And does Satya Nadella have the support of the troops?
Yeah, I think perhaps counterintuitively, the layoffs have actually made things more efficient. And, well, look, it's hard to have friends of yours that you've worked with for years no longer be with the company. I think there's some streamlining and some efficiency there. Add to that there is a significant boost in the stock price this year and good, solid results. And I think you've actually got a little bit of swagger going on at Microsoft, not getting to the point of, kind of excess ego, because that's just inconsistent with, I think, the person of Satya Nadella and what kind of culture he's trying to create, but a confidence that they can be relevant and a market leader across a number of important categories. Categories like cloud, categories like SaaS, categories like enterprise mobility and the enterprise journey to the cloud. Those are big areas for the next decade. If Microsoft can win in a few of those areas, they can be very relevant and successful for a long time to come.
And to Matt's point, we talked just a minute ago about Amazon and what they're doing in the cloud. We don't really know what the numbers are because they won't tell us. Microsoft telling us in the conference call that their Azure business, which is their cloud business, is doing $4.4 billion in revenue. At least that's their expectation of the current run rate. They didn't raise that, so maybe the growth is not quite as crazy as it is at Amazon, but $4.4 billion run rate is a really big business that they really are in from a standing start just a few years ago.
Microsoft facing so many trends, shrinking tablet sales, PC sales that are not shrinking, but not amazing either. The flight to the cloud and trying to land grab there. How are they managing all of these different trends?
Well, I think what the way Satya again has messaged this is that it's all one trend. It's all a trend of collaboration across lots of different types of computing. So mobile to the desktop to what's on the cloud, all tied together. And so they want to sort of be at all places at all times. Looming, of course, outside of that is the Xbox. And while there's integration with a lot of other Microsoft platforms, the Xbox, it is a very different kind of business for them and remains so. And if they don't continue to have this kind of success, the drumbeat to get rid of Xbox or spin it off separately might pick up again.